Yeah, you guys be the judge, vote. Whose is better?
I'm gonna see mine.
Welcome to CTFF Talks. I'm Tiana, Site Liaison for Central Unified, and I've been with Teaching Fellows for about 5 years.
Hi, my name is Polly. I'm the liaison for the Eastern area. I have been a liaison for about a good 5 years, but I've been with the foundation for about 14 years. All right, so right now Tiana and I, we are working on like our October lesson plans. You can find this lesson plan attached to our CTFF newsletter that goes up monthly. So every month on that newsletter, we include one lesson plan, right? Yeah. So this is one of them.
All right, so we'll be getting into some questions today. I'll go ahead and start us off. So what's the best thing that happened to you at work this week?
So this week, during one of my site visits, as the students were being called to go home, it was super cute. As the students were walking out through the gates, I did not know that they knew my name. So as they were walking out, they're like,
Yeah.
"Bye, Miss Pa," and
That's
I felt
so
that
cute.
I just felt like I belonged there.
Yeah.
I felt part of the team, and it felt so special
Yeah.
for the kids to be calling me out. What's one crucial thing you do in your routine that you feel made a huge difference in your performance as a tutor?
Oh, okay. So I feel like when I was a tutor, something that made a difference for my routine was kind of like having designated helpers, kind of having them on a rotation, but also just always getting the input from my students. So kind of asking them, what are you guys playing? Like, what do you guys do when you guys get home? Things like that. Just kind of just get a feel of like what they're interested in. Or if I had, let's say like 5 lesson plan kind of ideas that were in my head, I would ask them, okay, like everybody, let's take a vote. What are we wanting to do? And so kind of just getting like their input. I feel like that helped ease my like workload as a tutor and like my daily routine, because my kids were excited. I wouldn't, have students who didn't want to do the activity. Like I incorporated them a lot as like helpers, passing things out, stretching, pulling the cart, line leaders, like things like that. So I feel like I really incorporated the students into everything that I did. And it really helped with my routine, and it really made my tutor experience enjoyable. Okay, so how do you measure performance at CTFF?
So my role as a liaison, right? So during my, so I would have to go out of site, observe staff to make sure that, making sure that things are going smoothly, that the students are safe, that they're following through with the lesson plans. So when I'm out there observing the classes, whether it be inside or outside, I just want to make sure that the students are fully engaged and that the staff are also engaged and invested in the students as well.
Yeah, that's a good measure.
If a tutor feels that they need help improving their performance, what would you recommend they do?
Oh, okay, yeah. So for me right now, what's been kind of working for me and like my staff is if they feel like they're struggling with something or they need support, or even if they just kind of want to grow in general, I ask them to reach out to either the assistant lead, the site lead, or myself. And so I just let them know, like, hey, my role is to be available to help support you. And so if you want me to come out and observe you, and then after we can meet and I can kind of talk about like some glows and grows, I give them that option. And I'm like, or if you feel more comfortable with your site lead and your assistant site lead, please do so. And then you can go ahead and go from there. I just feel like that's like I feel like that's good for many reasons. Like, it's showing that you're taking initiative. It shows that you're open to, constructive criticism. You're open to feedback. And I feel like it shows that you're eager to learn. And so I feel like that's really important in a role as a tutor, and especially if anybody wants to move up in the future, because we need that feedback to grow. I mean, we all don't come perfectly made. Like, somebody taught us something along the way. So I feel like that's a really important aspect and just kind of like trait to have. What does after school mean to you?
As a little girl, I've always attended after school program, and I feel like it always provided me a safe space, and also another opportunity for me to get my work done, because growing up, my mom spoke no English, right? So going home, taking work home to finish homework, it was hard. So me getting the opportunity to stay after school and getting that help from my teacher, I felt that really helped me out a lot.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of, safety, right? My safety, and it gave me an opportunity to really expand my learning and give me the extra support.
Yes.
How about you, Tammy?
I would say after school, what it means to me, I mean, I feel like it could mean a lot of things. Like, I grew up in the after school program as well, and I know it really helped out my parents. Like, both my parents are working household, and I feel like, in my life, after school probably gave me like that stability because, my parents weren't together or anything like that. And so, I did have a good childhood, but I felt like after school was like something I could always count on. I was always going to be there after school. I had my same tutors. They were always going to be there to help me and support me. And so, transitioning from being a child in the after school program to being a tutor and, the roles so forth there, I feel like it's definitely like evolved over the years on what after school means to me, but initially it's always gonna, have a special place in my heart because that's, where I was when I was younger.
Okay. Cool. Some core memories.
Yeah, for sure.
Can you explain what Lights On After School means to you? And can you elaborate on what your programs is planning to do?
Oh yeah. So for Lights On, what it means to me, and I feel like kind of just to anyone who celebrates Lights On, it just means like lights on, doors open. So like the goal of Lights On is to just kind of promote after school program and just get students and children who may not have somewhere to go or who may be getting into trouble, just kind of into programs, providing that safe space and just that safety for them. Also that reassurance for parents, getting like the community involved. Families are connecting, with school sites. Maybe they never met the tutor who has their child in their class every single day, but due to the Lights On event, they're able to see the entire program and all the staff, and maybe it's a thank you, for all that you do. And so for me, for Central, we're actually celebrating Lights On November 7th. So that'll be at Justin Garza High School. If you're free, you're totally invited. I believe there'll be like some vendors and stuff like that. And so I'm excited. It's going to be big. There's going to be performances, things like that. Did you know that Usher is the spokesperson for Lights On this year?
Oh, I did not know that.
He is.
Why is performance an important value when it comes to serving our youth? And how does that relate to the importance of Lights On?
So I think performance is an important value when it comes to serving our youth because, our tutors and our staff bring the program. Like, we are the program. We are the ones, whether it's creating the lesson plans, providing the homework help, providing the snack, supper, even, with our leads who are creating schedules and just creating and bringing in these resources to support after school and to support students. I feel like that definitely relates to the importance of Lights On because it kind of just, a daily program schedule and everything that an after school program provides is exactly what, we want to showcase at Lights On. This is what we bring. This is, how we are caring and taking care of, your children and our communities and things like that. So I feel like performance is an important value because that could really make or break whether a student wants to come back or not. And so, when we have that performance and that passion as well, we're going to keep students coming back.
Just a few reminders, ITR season, it's here. Then it is up and going right now. So you do have up until November, early November, to submitting your intent to return, letting us know if your schedules will work with our program schedule.
Yeah, secure the bag.
Yeah. And if you have any questions, right, you can also reach out to your liaison, or if you did not receive the link or you have any questions about your schedule, feel free to reach out to your site lead and your liaison via email or message, right?
Yeah, anything.
You can support it that way. We are done with our lesson plans, so here are our finished products. So mine, I was trying to relate it to that, the candy school. The red candy schools?
Yeah, super cute.
Thank you.
Mine has Patrick Ta Blush for the winter. And this is gold right here. It's a grill.
Mm-hmm.
A pink grill. Yeah.
I really like her flower though.
Well, Pa, this was super fun. I'm glad I got to do the CTFF Talks with you. Thank you guys for listening and watching.
Yeah, and then you guys could follow us on our socials. Bye, guys.
Bye.